The world is on fire with political, economic, and humanitarian crises. Mass movement of populations in desperation. Inflation soaring, increasing the price of everything. Food and water scarcity. Fuel and housing issues. Health pandemics. These are the concerns of most people in the world. The narrative is that we, as a species, are failed and suffering. But there are minds and voices ready to materialize your deepest beliefs. One is ready to encourage your greatest hope for a glorious life experience. The other eager to echo your most pessimistic misgivings and confusion. The first will only help you when you genuinely ask, while the latter will relentlessly peck on you until you submit. The first requires diligence, the latter needs your surrender. The first will lift you and everyone around you up. The latter will drag your world straight down. This is the world today, waiting your participation. Are you ready to choose? The two voices, thinkers and sinkers. Consider this offering, and before coming to any conclusions, explore the complete thesis that is thinkers and sinkers. Only once you've looked deeply into this notion will you truly be able to see how it already influences your life. There are no religious requirements regardless of words used to describe the indescribable concept of our origin. Without risking anything, you can explore this primordial tug of war where you are the prize and the rope. Entertain the ideas offered in this thesis to understand greater paradigms overarching this world. Understanding this subject gives you control over your greatest happiness, even more control than you may have right now. Throughout the concept of thinkers and sinkers, the elusive is repeatedly revealed. Not exploring this subject can result in an extremely undesirable state of being for yourself, your family, and the world. The affairs of the world are conflicted between love and hate, acceptance and judgment, expansion and constriction. There is a remedy to this conflict, but first we must recognize the sides of this struggle. This is not an us versus them challenge. This is a humanity versus it struggle. Just like there is a thoughtful voice of the divine guiding humanity, there is a thoughtless and confused voice that speaks to us. This thoughtless influence has gained control over a large portion of the global population. To maintain this control, the friction of this world is constantly being stoked. The it looking to dominate humanity is real, ancient, and relentless. Removing all support for this mind is the only path forward for humanity. By offering uplifting encouragement to every person on this planet, the greatest aspects of humanity can fully re-emerge. An opportunity is available for every individual on this planet to overcome this confused voice. We will begin by calling the confused voice the sinker mentality and the divine voice the thinker mentality. This back and forth between the two voices is ancient. We can see it in almost every situation. The woes of this world are created by the sinker trying to control. The goal of the sinker is to return humanity to a state of lacking awareness of self, of diminished personal fulfillment, and of a separation from the source of our creation. Why the source of our creation is important is because that is the source of our animation and fulfillment. When a person is disconnected from source, their potential is lessened. The core sinker reasons for preying upon humanity is to deny reality and deny all responsibilities. Unknowingly, the sinker mentality is self-destructive. The sinker mentality is confused, frightened, and irrational. The destruction wrought by the sinker mindset is interpersonal and global. Here is a short, but by no means complete, list of results pursued by the sinker mentality. The dependent state, low-grade education, human slavery, sex trafficking, sexual abuse, drug abuse, murder, domestic violence, domination, elitism, famine, propagandization, arbitrary governance, oppressive governance, profligate spending, monetary abuse, class warfare, social phobias, racism, reverse racism, fractious management labor relations, thoughtlessness, and the list goes on. The confusion that reigns in the minds of humankind is understandable, yet it is also solvable using thinker traits. Among these traits are calmness, introspection, reason, thoughtfulness, civility, and many others. Before these solutions can be widespread, we must discuss the sinker mentality and study its manifestation. Unknowingly, people around the world have been cultured to support the sinker mindset. This mindset is designed to dismantle all expansive aspects of human nature. The goal of humanity is happiness, expression, and accomplishment. This is why humans are created. The sinker mentality is a natural function of chaos. Releasing the confusion of the sinker mentality is the task at hand. A planetary opportunity to uplift the world currently exists. This opportunity is achieved on a per-person basis. There is an elegant solution that, with a little bit of time, becomes effortless. Everyone is in charge of themselves. Events have been dictated by the sinker mindset and a descending course has been set. Now is the best time to correct that course. Here we go. This is how to empower your loving heart. This is how to uplift your world and the world around you. Identify and recognize the primordial mind seeking to consume you. Understand the sinker mentality. Engage the power to love. Ask these questions. How do I know the sinker mentality is real? What does this mind want with me? When will it stop? Why can't it leave me alone? How will I know if I've overcome the sinker mentality? What can I do to keep the chaos away? Where do I start? When a person judges anything, they submit themselves to a bitterness, a depression of their spirit. This bitterness is a form of friction that does almost nothing to the thing they judge, but quite a lot to the person judging. Humans have been cultured to absorb this bitterness without a thought of the consequences. This bitterness begins to weigh the individual down, and as each drop is added, the depression becomes deeper. Every step downward becomes their new normal as the descent continues. Incrementally, the spirit of the soul is consumed. The soul is without judgment. The soul is joyous, grateful, and loving. This state of being is sustenance to the thoughtless, chaotic primordial mind. There is a way to help this mind without submitting yourself to destruction. This sounds dramatic, but look around the world. The friction of the world is not the makings of the soul, including your soul, but chaos. This chaos is the sinker mentality. Study thinkers and sinkers to fully understand the dynamic that is this chaos mind. Implement the solution of the power to love. Some measure of the sinker mentality is within every person right now. Identify the friction within your life and release it without judgment. There is no limit to the heights of your fulfillment. Sharing this information and the solution brings everyone closer. empowering the healing of this world. Join the conversation on X at DavitaDavita444. You are a soul of unconditional love, here to grow, expand, and ascend. As you do this, you inspire others to their own healing and evolution. Atma Namaste. Thank you for considering this material. When you purchase the books, you support sharing this information and helping people self-heal. We are all part of this world, and we can all help to uplift it. Choosing love is the only way. Everything else is a downward trend. Use the QR codes to visit Amazon to purchase copies of the books. I greatly appreciate the support and encouragement. Together we can empower the world to higher levels of life. Send your questions to x.com at DavitaDavita444. This is just the start. Thank you, and Atma Namaste.